kitty. What? Huh? You want some roast? Huh? You want some roast? What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Savage Kitchen. Guys, we're making up something really awesome. Wearing my hoodie. Just got back from doing some cardio. Did legs earlier today, well, hamstrings to be specific. Did a little bit of cardio then. Got back, got the stuff for this roast, got it in, and it's cooking. So I went and did some cardio while I'm waiting, and I got about 30 minutes to go. But man, this house is smelling so damn good. Oh, I can't wait for you to see this video, so let's get it done. Alright guys, so here we go again. It is Savage Kitchen time. Oh yeah, so here we go. So I decided to do something really easy, really simple, really homey and comfy like, and do a roast. And I'm doing it in the Ninja Foodi. I've done this, a very similar recipe in the slow cooker, but I decided to try out the Ninja Foodi, and I wanted to do it sort of healthier and cleaner anyway, since I'm sort of dieting and really trying to change my life around and all that goody good stuff. So very important with big roasts like this, you really want to be heavy-handed with the spices, and I kept it real simple. Just salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, some cumin, some Italian seasoning, and some smoked paprika. Now, after doing this recipe, I've realized that actually with this size of roast, I should have been a bit heavier. In fact, in terms of seasoning, I was really heavy, but I just wasn't quite heavy enough. I think this could have been even better if I put a lot more seasoning on. But basically, you just want to coat it just like I'm doing here on all sides and just create a really nice rub. And with beef, it's okay to actually sort of rub it in to the meat, where like poultry, you sort of have to pat it in. That's just the way it is. But with beef, just thoroughly coat it, just like I'm doing here, man. Just get real heavy with it. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. And then once you get that done, just rub it in nice and firm, and then get the excess and put that on the sides there. Get all that stuff rubbed in, and you'll see it in a second. But man, this looks so beautiful. It looks so delicious. So delicious. This was actually, I think, like a 4-pounder. This was a sizable roast. I used a chuck roast here. Important thing is to get one that's thoroughly marbled. That's going to create just a nice melt in your mouth, juicy piece of beef when it's all said and done. So get one. This one wasn't overly marbled, but it's the best one that they had at the store. But you could probably get something that's a little bit better if you have like a butcher or whatever. But I just got this at Publix. So thoroughly coating it on both sides here, and look at it. Look how that looks, man. It looks like a lot of seasoning. It really does, but it needed more. In fact, I think it could have gotten a lot heavier with it. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it was banging delicious. But I think I could have put a lot more on there. Now, important thing here is you do want to sear all sides. You want to take all that seasoning and make just an awesome crust, which is done really well actually in the Ninja Foodi. It's super easy. Just put a little bit of oil in there. The recipe I use calls for vegetable. I just try not to use a lot of vegetables, so I used extra virgin olive oil. That seems to be my go-to. And you set that to sear saute on high. You let about 3 to 5 minutes, let it heat up, and then you just put your meat in there. Put it on all sides, and you see it blackens and crust up so well. And it's so much easier to do it in that compared to like a pan, especially with a big giant cut of meat like this. It's pretty ridiculous. Now, the only thing I did to go ahead and initially cook this is put about 2 cups of broth. This is beef broth, low sodium organic beef broth in the bottom of it there. Put the trivet inside. But first, you want to go ahead and bring it to a boil after you brown it. So that actually sort of gets all that yummy goodness from the original sort of saute and incorporates it into that broth. And you see here, just put the piece of meat on the trivet, close that bad boy up, and seal it. Set it to pressure on high and minimum of 1 hour. Minimum of 1 hour. Now, I did mine for about an hour and a half. You could do it for an hour and it'd be done. An hour and a half, it's even more tender. Probably about 2 hours. It's buttery, melt in your mouth amazingness. I did mine for about an hour and a half. Now, I did not put my veggies in. It's very important. Unless you're doing potatoes, you do not want to put your veggies in immediately because they'll be all just a gigantic soggy mess by the end of it. So you do not want to do that. So just go ahead and put your meat in there and wait out this time. And then as I'm getting this done, as I'm preparing to put my vegetables in, which you do not want to put it in until about 2 to 5 minutes towards the end of your cooking time. And I used carrots and I used mushrooms because I wanted to keep this as low carb as possible. It's basically the only carbs here are going to be the carrots, but you're looking at really solid antioxidants, that beta carotene. It's so important for your heart and your eyeballs and things like that. So, and tons of vitamins in mushrooms, but use whatever vegetables you want. I know a lot of you guys don't like mushrooms, so just choose whatever you want to put in there. Just, get creative, be cray with that. Now, once it's about done, like I said, give it about anywhere 2 to 5 minutes. You can see all right now, this has been cooking for about an hour pretty close to about an hour and a half, and it is done. It is so tender already. It could be eaten right now. You don't even need to cook it more, but the longer you cook it, the more tenderized it gets, man. Trust me, be patient. I know that looks delicious, but be patient. So basically I went ahead and popped the top, just a quick release. You don't need to wait, just quick release the pressure, pull the top off, and then put all your veggie tables in there. Now, I like mine not quite crunchy still. I like it just on the soft side, so it still has a bite, but it's soft. That's how I like it. And if you want it a little bit more crunchy, a little bit more hearty, then you're going to want to cook this for about 2 minutes more. I chose to do 5 minutes, and for me that was perfect. Either way, it's done. Doesn't matter. It's really on your preference. And in fact, if you want super mushy like carrots and super soft other vegetables, then cook it for longer. It's not going to hurt anything in terms of the beef. The longer you cook that beef, it's going to be more tender anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. So all I did here was close the lid back up, set the pressure to high, set it for 5 minutes, and hit start. Let that pressure build back up, and then wait that amount of time to cook. And look at this. Oh, that's how amazing it looks. The angels are singing. Look at that. Look how delicious that is. Perfectly done. The mushrooms are cooked through, bouncy and delicious. The carrots are just on the soft side. And you see here, I'm so freaking excited this worked out. This is the first time trying this recipe, and it worked. This recipe is crazy easy. It's crazy easy. It does take a little bit of time because you do have to saute and things like that. But at the end of the day, man, and you do have to wait a certain, a significant amount of time. But it's way less than you would if you had to do it in the slow cooker or even in the oven. Now I served this just with a slaw salad I picked up at the store. Again, trying to keep this as low carb as possible. And the easy thing is just you get to pull out the trivet, and no fuss, no foul. You don't have to worry about anything. Look at that. See, it's so freaking tender. I can't even cut it. It just falls apart. It just falls apart. And you can see just the juices pouring out of that thing, man. Now, it is important. I didn't show this, but you do want to let that piece of beef rest. With beef, you always want to let it rest. Give it time to absorb all those juices back in, because if you go to cutting, I know it looks delicious and I know you're going to be hungry at this point, but if you go cutting into that thing without letting it rest, it's going to dry out and it's going to be gross. So don't do that. Don't do that. Be patient. It's okay. Well, look how delicious that looks. Look how wonderfully delicious that looks. So many things you can do with this too, instead of just like I did. I just put it on the side with those vegetables just like this, with a little bit of that juice, on top. Get my meat nice and juicy, and it looks fantastic. But you could use this for burritos, sandwiches, all kinds of stuff you can do with this, man. But ooh, man, this is good. It's hearty, delicious, packed with all those lovely macronutrients, and banging good. Boom! All right, we're about to get this meal in. Whew! The smell in this house. The smell in this house right now. Oh, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous, because you can make this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at all those colors. Look at all those colors. Oh my God. All right. Now, test of a good roast. Is this that jar dry? All I know is it's already buttery freaking tender. I mean, look at it. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Look at it. Looks juicy to me. Looks juicy to me. Oh my God. Get out of here right now. Oh my God. Oh my, that basically melts. That basically melts. Oh my God. Oh, let me try another piece. That can't be real. Oh my God. Oh my God. That melts like butter, man. What? Man, carrots just slightly on the soft side, just to keep that little bit of a bite. My goodness. Picked up all the seasoning from the roast as well as that beef stock. Mushrooms, baby bellas. Oh my gosh. Just perfect little bites. Yeah. This is incredible. This is incredible. This is straight up restaurant quality. Pot roast. Now, the recipe called for about an hour. I did it for about an hour and a half. I bet if I did this for another half an hour on top of that, it'd be even more tender. I don't know. I might have to try this. I might have to try it out. But now you could put potatoes and stuff in this if you want. You're just gonna want to put this in with the meat a little earlier. I wanted a bit. I wanted to control the carbs really, so I did not have potatoes in the pot roast this time. But man, this is so dang easy. Takes a little bit of time for the prep, but it is so dang easy. And it is delicious. I'm blown away right now. I am blown away. This has got to be one of my top favorite recipes so far. And I think I could have even gone a little bit heavier even on the seasonings. I could even maybe thrown in some like spicy stuff. I don't know. I might actually do this again, play with the vegetables a little bit more. But I am happy with this. I am happy with this. Anyway, guys, you gotta try this. You gotta freaking try it, man. Oh. Boom! Alright guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, comment, like, subscribe. So much content coming out, man. We're working so stinking hard. It's literally like 1:30 in the morning right now. And I'm just now finishing this and filming it and getting it ready to go out. So, lots to do, man. So much to do. So be ready. Anyway, guys. Peace.